This Polish forest is full of crooked trees and nobody can explain why. In a small corner of western Poland, near the town of Gryfino, a strange and eerie woodland exists. This bizarre collection of curved trees, deep in the forests, an entire section of trees bends at sharp angles near their bases, forming a strange and fascinating phenomenon known as the crooked forest. The crooked forest consists of around 400 pine trees, the vast majority of which are bent northward. Curiously, the crooked forest is enveloped by a larger forest of straight-growing pine trees. It is estimated that the trees were planted in the 1930s and that they were around 7 to 10 years old when they experienced whatever force/damage that resulted in trunk curvature. Why do trees bend like this? Nobody is completely sure. Some have theorized that harsh weather conditions made them this way. Others have said that the development created by man uprooted the trees. A slightly more plausible, but still fairly unlikely theory, is that heavy snow could have flattened the trees for an extended period of time whilst they were still saplings. This, combined with a long spring melt, would be capable of permanently shaping the trees if there was still a thick layer of snow on top of the trunk whilst the trees experienced a growth spurt during spring. However, the reason this seems unlikely is that, as mentioned, the crooked forest is surrounded by pine trees that are not oddly shaped. It would therefore be very unusual for a snowstorm to only affect one specific area of a forest and not the rest. To this day, there are rumors that some kind of method or technique manufactured by humans was used to cause the strange shapes of the trees, although it is not clear what purpose it would have had. One theory, according to Schoenberger, is that the trees could have been planted specifically for the growth of bent timber to help build things like boats, rocking chairs and sledges. Others have speculated that the war had a significant impact on the landscape. Some people talk about traces of war, since there were so many battles between the Red Army and the Wehrmacht in this area, he said. Darker theories speak of witchcraft and energy fields. I have seen many wild and strange forests all over Europe, Schoenberger said. But this grove in Poland is unique. Ultimately, scientists aren't sure why the trees in the crooked forest are crooked. But what seems to be the most likely explanation is that the trees were intentionally altered by farmers from the nearby town. Some farmers says this forest has a connection with the UFOs, and relate it with the Emilsin famous alien abduction of the farmer Jan Wolski in May 1978. There was little media attention at the time. A monument was subsequently erected in Emilsin, Poland, at the site where the abduction is said to have taken place.